Good morning, gurus, and welcome to another episode. The market tanking again, as I predicted. Hopefully you listened. Did you listen? I'd love to know in the comments. In November 11th, when I closed everything and went into USDT, did you do the same thing? We've been trading down, but not buying a lot. And I'm waiting. I bought one Bitcoin at 35,000 and I'm waiting to 29,000 to buy more. And hopefully it holds at 29,000, everyone. The market conditions all around in the stocks and crypto markets are getting devastated. And I think this is just beginning. Why? This news about the war between Russia and America and Ukraine, this news about missile being fired into Abu Dhabi and in UAE. There's a lot of just bad news that's coming out into the market that's war related, that can tank the markets even further. And with Bitcoin dropping so much and the stock markets also dropping so much, the Fed being unable to print because of the narrative of high inflation, it's putting them into a really tough spot, the people that are orchestrating all the markets. Remember, they printed so much money. They pumped Bitcoin, the crypto markets, and the stock markets because the markets were tanking because of COVID. They wanted everyone to stay home, so they pumped the shit out of the markets. Why? Because when you stayed home and the markets were going up on stocks and cryptos, you felt okay because your net worth, your portfolio was going up, even though you didn't have your job or you lost your businesses or the markets might have injured you or COVID. So they used that to kind of prop up the market so everyone didn't mass riot and go against the system. And now that they need people to go back to work, now the COVID narrative is finishing, the stock markets, crypto market can easily come back to before the COVID levels, or even come back to after the COVID announcement of March 2020. So be aware of that. We're going to jump into the technicals on Bitcoin, see what's going to happen next. Big congratulations if you're mainly in USDT and you've been following my bearish warnings. I was the only YouTuber that called the top in November 11th. I was the only one kind of warning everyone about this potential, and it looks like it's playing out. Unfortunately, I'm not happy about this. I'm a venture capitalist in the crypto industry. I have millions of dollars invested in the crypto industry, things that I cannot sell because they're long-term vesting. I'm not worried. In the long term, this will recover and the markets will be one of the biggest markets in the world. Right now, we're 1.5 trillion. Long term, it's going to be $100 trillion market. But in the short term, prepare for pain, unfortunately. Hit the subscribe button down there. Join my nearly 68,000 subscribers. Smash up the thumbs up button. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. So now we're into the technicals for Bitcoin. This blue trend line has been utterly smashed, and it took a while. I've been talking about this head and shoulder pattern. I've been talking about this bearish scenario for a long time. I even went short a lot of times here. At the 41K, I even went short up here, but they manipulated the market so much that they managed to hold the price up here and get multiple bounces. And that was unfortunate because without manipulation, it would have played out very quickly to the 29K. But now, even with this delay, it looks like we are going that low. 33K, though, I talked about this in yesterday's video, is an area of major support on the VPVR. Look at that. This is VPVR. It means how much buying and selling. Where is the most buying and selling on Bitcoin? Where are the most buy and sell orders? And the 33,000 is the biggest buying and selling area for Bitcoin. The next one after that is the 29K. So right now where we're sitting is one of the major supports, but unfortunately Bitcoin cracked right through it. And I feel with this news about Ukraine and Russia, there's a lot of narratives that can pull down the markets. We're way below the EMA ribbons now. They're tanking. It's never been this far off the EMA ribbons. The only other time I would say was back in May. But even then, yes, in May, it went as low, way low below the EMA ribbons. 33K is a major support, though, at where we're sitting right now. This is one of the biggest supports for Bitcoin in the entire market. Why? You can see when we came up to 33K back here in July, in May, June, July, here was so much support at the 33K. Also, when we came up back in 2020, there was a lot of resistance and support at the 33K. So where we're sitting right now is big support and resistance. The more time is spent at a support and resistance, the stronger it is. So expect here that we could get some sideways chop, but with the narratives in the market, 29K is very possible. And unfortunately, at 29K, I want to start buying Bitcoin and buying a lot. I bought one at 35K. I'm going to buy a lot more at 29K. But with the news and the narratives right now, I think we could even come as low as 19K, and hopefully it holds there. We have a lot of volume coming in, and people are saying, oh, there's no way it comes down to 19K. They said the same thing when I said that this was the top on November 11th, and that I actually talked about 29K, and now we're close to it. So what I've learned in the markets, everyone, my experience of 19 years, is everyone always says, oh, the price can never come back to this level. What I've experienced is the price always comes back to the level. Any level that you think you couldn't have bought a stock or a cryptocurrency at, that you missed it big time, there is always going to be a time when it comes back to that price. Now, that's my experience. I thought the same at Tesla. When I bought Tesla at $80, it went to $150, and I was like, oh, this was years ago, and I was like, oh, Tesla won't come back. And then the next few weeks, something happens, some big narrative, it goes back to $80. And the same thing, Bitcoin, it's gone up to $70,000. People are like, oh, there's no way, I missed it at 29K. It can't come back to 19K, 29K. Then war with Russia happens, or COVID, or some narrative, and then it does come back. There is always a chance that it comes back. That's what I've learned in my years of investing. And it can go low, people really never they very underestimate how low things can go, especially the whole cryptoverse. All the crypto people, they're non-stop bull, buy. I've been in markets for 19 years. I know how bad things can go, especially with the narratives. We have very bad narratives at the moment. We have Ukraine, Russia, America, potential war. We have Dubai or UAE getting hit by missiles or being shot missiles at. There's a lot of, we've got COVID, we've got big COVID numbers, we've got the Fed, the narrative that they cannot print anymore because of inflation. We have inflation, we need people back to work. There's a lot of different narratives right now that could be extremely bad for the market, so keep that in mind. Let's jump back into the technicals. So 29K, I'm going to add more on Bitcoin. I'm going to buy a lot there. The gold, the death cross that I warned about for many videos, people kept saying, oh, death cross doesn't mean anything. Now they can see that it does. That's why the word death cross exists. And we've had a big drop since that $47,000 area. A lot of volume coming in though. That's a good thing. That means the problem is we want volume to be a little bit dropping off as the drop continues. But volume means people are still buying and selling Bitcoin here. But I think the market is going to tank more. Let's go into the 4 hourly. Let's see what's going to happen. The 4 hourly on the stochastic, it's heading down. A lot of volume coming in. We're at support 1. This is expected a big bounce at the 32,000. But my main support is going to be this $29,000 mark, 28,300. That's a big support too. And hopefully it holds there, but I think we're going lower because of the narratives. Squeeze mob is trying to go green now. It's turning from red, but I think we're going to have more of a drop just because of what the narratives are. Money flow index is starting to come in. People are starting to buy Bitcoin here. This is a big support at the 33K. So keep that in mind. Now, why did I add one Bitcoin at 35K? The reason is I don't want to miss, say Bitcoin does hold here. It's a very, very strong support where we're sitting at 33K. It has the potential to hold here. Do I think it will? No. I think we're going to drop to the 29K. But do I care about missing $4,000, a difference of $4,000, and miss a run back up towards the 70K? That's the key. That's why I start dollar cost averaging. I ladder in DCA. I ladder in. I don't wait till the extreme bottom. Getting close to the bottom is also very nice. I don't think the bottom is in though, so I'm going to keep buying as we head down. And that's what laddering in means. It means buying some here at 35K, buying some here at 33K, but I'm going to wait to 29K, buying some down even lower. It might spike down lower, so I'm just keep that in mind. That's what laddering in means. And Bitcoin is dropping further as I'm making this video, which is unfortunate. Let's go into the hourly. Hourly still heading down, turning down further. A lot of fear right now in the markets with all these narratives. 32K expect a big bounce at 32,339. 33K had a big bounce. Look at that, but it was evaporated instantly. It went from 33K to 34K, and now we're back to 33K. So it got wiped out. That bounce in the last 2 hours got wiped out. In the last 3 hours, we had 15,000, 12,000, almost 30,000 of Bitcoins bought and sold. 30,000 was mainly sold. 30,000 Bitcoin was sold in the last 2 hours. So crazy fear in the markets, and the altcoins as well going decimated. And if you did you follow my videos? I would like to know in the comment section below. Let me know, did you sell most of your alts and your Bitcoin when I warned of the top on November 11th? Did you listen? I'd love to know. Did you sell a lot and go into mainly USDT? I'm mainly in USDT now, and I'm waiting for that fear drops, those crazy panics, the time when people are like, fuck crypto, it's a scam, this is bullshit, even though it's the most revolutionary technology. At that point, that's when I buy. And that's how I know the bottom's not in. I've had so much experience in these markets. I know when the bottom is in. The bottom, the top is when everyone is asking me about Bitcoin. My mom, my grandma, everyone telling me, how do I buy Bitcoin? How do I get Bitcoin? The top signals are when celebrities come out talking about Bitcoin, when Tom Brady comes out talking about Bitcoin. This was the top signals. That's how you know. When FTX starts having commercials of all these football players, everyone wanting Bitcoin, crypto, that's when you know the top was in. That happened on November 11th. The bottom is in when everyone's like, fuck you, James, crypto sucks, I hate this is a scam, crypto, I hate crypto, never tell me about crypto is the biggest bullshit ever. That's when you buy up everything, and that's not yet there. People are not that in the fear yet. It's close though. You can feel it now. And that's the time when you make the most money, everyone. That's what people have to realize. That's actually the time when you make the most, when you buy those bottoms, when you buy that fear, that blood, when people hate this industry. That's when you buy up everything. And then again, when everyone's euphoric, your grandma, your mom, your aunties, your cousins asking you about Bitcoin, all the celebrities jumping into Bitcoin, the government's talking about Bitcoin, that's the time that you start getting out. That's when the peak euphoria is in, and that's the top. So right now we're heading towards the bottom, but it's not yet there. Altcoins getting decimated. I think a lot of these altcoins can still drop a lot more, and unfortunately the stock market is also getting destroyed. So that's why I think this can go a lot lower than people expect. Bitcoin 33,200, Alpaca down 10%, total cryptocurrency market under 1.5 trillion now, lost 169 billion from the markets today. Tron down 10%, Doge 10%, Doge is at 12 cents, XRP, everyone, this can reverse fully. We can get a full reverse of the entire run up after COVID. Keep that in mind. Alts can go back to where they were before March 2020. So if you're thinking, is my alt overvalued? Should I hold my alt? Have I lost too much? Can it go lower? Look at the price of your alt on March 2020. See how low it is and understand that your alt can go that low. So double check that. It can go low, people. Bit to $1.40. I'm going to buy a lot of Bit on the fear capitulation because Bit is Bybit's main coin, and in my mind it's gold compared to BNB, which has got almost a $50 billion valuation. Bit is under 1 billion now. I'm going to buy up. It's below its IDO price. So when Bit IDO is at $1.80, now we're sitting at $1.40. It can go lower, but this is one that I'm going to stack up a lot of on the extreme fear. Bit is one of my favorite coins because they're one of the biggest exchanges in the world. Ethereum at 2,195. It can come down. It hit my first target. Look at that. I had the target set at 2,026, and it's close to there. This should be a big bounce on Ethereum here at 2,026. Let's add an alert there. But again, it can come lower. If 2026 doesn't hold, unfortunately 1,300 is possible, everyone. But we're coming close to the bottom for Ethereum. 2026 will be a big bounce. Luna getting annihilated, down 14%, $59, still way overvalued at 20 billion. Radium, really nice price at the moment, but can still drop more. Dot, still overvalued, even though it dropped almost huge. It went from 100, look at that, from $58, $55 down to $16. Look at that annihilation. A good buying point for Dot would be at 10, but again, the markets can go a lot lower than people are expecting. It's a big bloodbath, but hopefully you're in mainly USDT like I've been telling you, and you can buy these dips. Cake I really like on the extreme fear, but again, I don't think that extreme fear is here yet. If you want to trade like you're going to see me do, underneath this video, in the description and pin comment on your phone under the video, smash up this thumbs up button on your phone, hit that. Let's get thousands of likes. If you listen to me, if you took my warnings, hit that thumbs up button, join the subscribe button, join my 67,000, nearly 68,000 subscribers. Click the join button to see what I'm going to be buying. You'll see my live trades as I buy the fear in stocks and cryptos and Bitcoin. And this is when you make the most money, when you buy the extreme fear. And so make sure you're subscribed to see what I'm going to be buying when it drops down. And if you want to trade like you're going to see me, underneath this video, Bitcoin trading Bybit, there's a link down below. Use that link, then you sign up to Bybit. You go down, click it, sign up to Bybit. There's a sign up bonus of 4,100 USD when you deposit Bitcoin. Now in my Bybit account, I bought one Bitcoin a few days ago at 35K, which is down quite a bit actually, but still one Bitcoin in here. And the rest is USDT, 55,000 in this account of USDT. I have millions on the side ready to buy actually a lot of the fear. This is on this account that I keep at around 100K just to show everyone what I'm doing. In the account now is 95,000. So on these drops, I've only lost around 5K when most people have lost probably like 90% of their portfolio, unfortunately. I closed my shorts that I had in the profits, but it would have been better actually keep them open because they're dropping down more. And these are just some things that I'll show you. James told many times about the collapse, head and shoulder scenario, but people prefer to listen to lies that makes them happy. Thank you, Jan. I wish I was friends with this dude, such a fucking legend. Thank you, Hunter. True, you got the top twice in November where all the other YouTubers waited until after it dumped to call it. You brought some rationality to a time of panic. And again, everyone, don't panic. If you're really worried right now, it's okay. One, buy the bottom. This is when it gets down to that bottom, when I start buying up crazy, really, that's a really nice time to make a lot of money when you buy the bottom of some of these amazing projects that will be worth billions of dollars again in the future. These are revolutionary projects, but when the market is really in control. So buying the extreme fear of some of these can make you very, very wealthy. Keep that in mind. A lot of buying, if Bitcoin even goes close to 19K, people will sell everything to buy Bitcoin. So that's why I don't think it can go that low. That's why I'm going to start buying a lot at 29K as it drops, if it even gets that low. But that's when I'm going to buy a lot. If you've lost a lot of money and you don't have much capital to invest, now's the time to get as much capital on the USD, as much cash as you can, ready to buy up everything on this extreme fear on the stocks and cryptos. But I think it can get really bad. Okay, this video has been very long. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hit that subscribe button down there. Join 68,000 subscribers. Smash up the thumbs up button. This is James from Stock Guru, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.